Hey guys, it's the Flippin Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin Hippos. We're going to talk about social media again. Last week in Las Vegas, when Keith and I were at eBay Open, we attended 2 workshops on social media. The first one was geared more for beginners and how to set up your presence. I covered that yesterday, so I will link that video down below for you. Today we're going to talk about the second workshop, which was how to drive sales and business to your social media. The second workshop was presented by Tracy and Doug, the same 2 folks that presented the first workshop. I did a little introduction for them in the first video, so if you want to see that, go ahead and watch it. I was just reviewing before I started recording. I only have pictures of 4 slides. I believe there were more slides than 4 in the presentation. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I will screen share the 4 that I have with you. I will talk about what Tracy and Doug presented and what they taught us in this workshop, and then we'll come back here and I will follow up with some tips and tricks and my own opinions on using social media to drive eyeballs to your Posh Closet, eyeballs to your eBay store, to interact with the community, and maybe even create sales. Okay, so let's get going. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you now. So you can see that this workshop was called Social Media Advanced Tips to Drive Traffic and Sales, and the presenters were Tracy and Doug. So this first slide is talking about the art of discovering, gathering, and presenting digital content that surrounds a specific subject matter. So your platform that you're using for social media has a specific subject. Ours are typically all about thrifting, sourcing, reselling, eBay, Posh, any number of things that we do every day. The idea is that you want to create content on a daily basis, and sometimes more than once a day, that engages people on your platform to comment, to like, to share, to start conversations. And sometimes we run out of content to share. This next slide shows you how to share other people's content. It's called curating. I want to make a side note real quick. I don't really think that people in our community as resellers are going to run into the problem of running out of ideas or running out of content to share. We are consistently every day out in the community that we live in, sourcing, thrifting, looking at items, going to estate sales, yard sales, Goodwills, thrift stores. That in and of itself can create 4 or 5 posts if you're finding amazing things, or you find surprising prices. You want to say, oh, these are high, and just share, you know, what you're finding. You bring the stuff home. Again, there's more content you can create right there. When you bring the haul home, you can do mini haul videos, mini haul pictures, and show what you got. We're constantly taking pictures every day of the items that we have that we're about to list. There's stuff right there that you can share. Every day we're making sales in our Posh Closets, our Macari stores, our eBay stores, even local sales, and those are all screenshots that we can share as well. Every time you make a sale or every time you flip something amazing, you can take a screenshot and share that with the community. And then of course we are all consistently watching other YouTubers and engaging on other people's Instagrams, and then you can curate that stuff for content as well. So I do believe in curating, and I do believe in sharing and retweeting and reposting and stuff like that, but I just wanted to make that side note that I think as resellers, we never run out of ideas, we never run out of content, and there should never be an excuse for any reseller to say, hey, I've got nothing to share today. Hey, I don't have anything to create content from. Because if you think about our jobs and what we do every single day is an adventure. Every single day we find something, we source something, we sell something, we list something that we can share with other people. And every day we're watching YouTubes of other resellers that we may want to share. So I don't really think we run out of content, but you still want to retweet, repost, and share other people's stuff, or as it's called, curate. And what you do when you curate is you borrow content from someone else's social media platform and share it on your own. It is not plagiarism as long as you give credit to the original source. Once someone posts something to a social media platform or on YouTube, it pretty much becomes public domain. They've put it out there for the public to see. They want people to see it. So when you grab it and you share it, as long as you give credit to that original source, they are most likely going to be appreciative of that. If you share somebody's YouTube video or somebody's picture of their flip or somebody's haul, and you say, hey, this came from so-and-so, that person is most likely going to be grateful because the reason they put that up was to share it. And when you share it with your followers and your friends on Facebook and your Twitter friends, you are bringing more eyeballs to that person's content, and you're sharing it so that more people see it. So I don't think that people really get angry when you curate, but legally it's okay to do it. It is not plagiarism, as long as you give credit to that original source. So you just want to make sure that you're grabbing stuff that's relevant. And another side note, as far as reselling and entrepreneurship goes, relevant is a pretty big platform. What's relevant for our followers and our community is huge. It can range from thrifting and sourcing to listing to what you flip to what you sold to local sales to motivational posts to to-do lists to tips and tricks and hauls. There's so much stuff that's relevant to resellers. It doesn't always have to be about sourcing, thrifting, listing, selling. You can put up motivational posts. You can put up tips, tricks, just anything like that. So you're never going to run out of content. I really don't think you are. And you can always curate if you're not feeling creative or you feel like you don't have anything to share that day. So again, you just, you say via the person, or just make sure you put the link or whatever, like if you share a YouTube channel. Just give credit to who you took it from, and when you tag them, they know that you shared it, and like I said before, they're appreciative, so they'll thank you, and that's always a good interaction within the social media community. You do want to engage with other businesses because you want other businesses to engage with you. The more you engage with other people, the more other people will engage with you, and it's just the polite thing to do. If you want people to share your stuff and you want people to comment and like your stuff, you need to be doing the same for them. What you can do is, this is for Facebook right here. Tracy did a whole thing on the Facebook for business pages. But you guys, this is relevant for Twitter. This is relevant for Instagram. This is relevant for YouTube even. Find other people in the community. Search via hashtags, people you already follow. Like their posts, comment on their posts, share their posts, curate their content and share it. They will most likely reciprocate, and it's a nice circle of life within the social media that we're all engaging and we're all sharing, we're all liking, we're all commenting. As far as commenting, you don't always have to leave a comment. You could just like what someone posted and they know that you appreciated it. It's always nice to leave a comment, but we don't always have something relevant to say. You could always just put a smiley face or a laughing face or a sad face, however it affected you. Just to let them know that, you saw it, you appreciated it. On the Facebook for business pages, anybody that's familiar with them that had used them in the past, you used to be able to toggle between your personal and your business account when you were logged in. That is no longer an option. You're just kind of logged in and you're posting as your page when you're on your page, and you're posting as yourself when you're yourself. Honestly, I've seen a couple of times where I'm on the Hippo Hut Facebook business page and I'm commenting to stuff and it comes across as Star Bryson rather than the Hippo Hut. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Maybe it's remnants of the past, but you're not able to toggle back and forth anymore. The second point on this slide says, great opportunity to get your foot in the door. Well, if you want to, let's say, network with other YouTubers, when you're constantly liking their stuff and commenting on it, engaging in it, sharing their content, they're going to take notice of you. And it's a good way to get your foot in the door to network with maybe people who have a larger following on YouTube than you. Or if you wanted to get into wholesale, you start following resellers who do wholesaling and constantly get yourself seen, like, comment, share, and you can build a network or a friendship or a relationship of some sort to get your foot in the door to start talking about wholesale, maybe where you can find it. You know, it's just a good, I just keep like coming back to it's a good way to build the community. Today's day and age, we are all on technology all the time. We are all using social media all the time. And you really want to connect with other people in the community, because other resellers can be your biggest support group. They can help you find stuff. They can give you ideas on what to sell, what to look for. It's amazing how much we can connect with other people in our community. And remember what I said yesterday in the video about hashtags. Use your hashtags. Use relevant hashtags. If you want to connect with specific types of people who do specific types of things, you want to use those hashtags so that they can find you. Okay, I'm back. So the whole point is to drive traffic and more eyeballs to your stuff. And you can do that by getting your face out there. Like stuff, share stuff, comment on stuff. And people will start following you back and sharing your stuff, and that's how you can build up your following. Now, as far as using social media for sales, I have not delved into this yet. I see a lot of folks that do. I know there's a lot of resellers that say it helps them a lot. I'm just kind of this mindset of, and I could be wrong. I mean, you could tell me in the comments if you think I'm wrong. That's fine. But my opinion's kind of like, okay, so I have built this whole social media community, this whole platform around being a reseller. So I would say probably 99% of my followers on Instagram and Facebook are other resellers. I have worked really, really, really hard to network with and make friendships with and create relationships with other resellers. So when I go on my social media, people who are seeing my stuff, who follow me, are also resellers. So my thought process is, if I'm using Instagram to put up my items for sale, I'm trying to sell my stuff to other people who are trying to sell stuff. I don't really think that resellers are looking to buy, especially at full price. So, you know, I can go to Goodwill and get clothing for 99 cents. I'm most likely not going to go on Instagram and buy a Robert Graham shirt for 50 bucks when I know, you know what I mean? So I just kind of feel like I've personally built my social media around creating a really solid support group of other resellers, and they're not looking to buy from me. They have their places that they already go to where they can get really good deals, buy low so they can flip high and make money. We all have to pay our bills and we all have to eat. However, I can kind of see if you have built up a following of people who enjoy what you sell, like your items. Maybe they are repeat buyers on your platforms like eBay and Posh, and maybe they follow you on social media because they really like what you source and they enjoy seeing all your new products as they come in, and they may be looking to buy. I mean, I'm kind of like of both mindsets. You can use social media to sell stuff. You need a picture of the item. You can either just take, you know, the picture you took on your mannequin, or a screenshot of the listing in eBay or from your Posh Closet, and take the picture and, like, say, put it on Instagram and put a little caption. Say, Robert Graham purple striped flip cuff men's extra large shirt for sale. It's up in my eBay store, it's up in my Posh Closet. See my link, see my bio for the link, and they can go directly there and buy it. But if you want to avoid the fees from selling on a platform, you can sell directly on Instagram. You can say first person to DM me, first person to comment, I will sell it to, and you can send an invoice or PayPal to the person and avoid all the fees. So it can be done. Again, use a really good picture, put in the caption exactly what it is you're selling, how much you're selling it for, and whether you want them to go buy it off of a platform, put the link in your bio, or you want them to buy it directly from you. You can say through a DM or a comment, and then use your hashtags. So if you're selling a Robert Graham shirt on Instagram, you want to make sure you hashtag men's fashion, hashtag Robert Graham, hashtag button front shirt, like anything that's relevant, so that people who might be shopping on Instagram that are searching the hashtags to look for stuff they want, they'll find you. And that would be the exception to what I have already said before about why would I put things for sale on Instagram when all my followers are also resellers? Because if I use my hashtags correctly, I can reach people outside of my followers, outside of the reselling community. So if I'm putting something for sale and I'm using the brand name, the type, like just really good hashtags that other people outside of my group or my, I guess, following, I don't like that word, but people outside of that would find it, then I might make the sale. So hashtags are really important, guys. There are people who specifically search for specific hashtags and can find your stuff that way. So if you have built your social media around other resellers and you kind of feel like I do, like, why would I try to sell my stuff to other resellers? You can try it out. Just try it with one item and use really good hashtags and see if anything happens. Or you can just direct people to your store, like I said. And one final thought, make sure you guys have Linktree on your Instagram. So you see people consistently saying link in bio all the time. On Instagram, you're only allowed one link in your bio. You get one place to put one URL, and that is it. And many of us have more than one URL you want to share. You want to share your Posh Closet, your eBay store, your YouTube channel, your Facebook. So if you have Linktree, then you can have that one link in your bio and it goes to a tree. And actually, I'm going to share my screen real quick again to show you guys what I mean, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, because Linktree is an invaluable tool. It is amazing and it is invaluable, and everybody needs it on Instagram so that you can utilize the one URL you get better. Okay, so here you can see where I am on the Linktree page. This is the URL. I will actually put this down below in the description box for you guys, so you can go here. It's so easy. You just sign up with Instagram. You click this button and you sign up. Then on your Instagram, here you can see I'm on mine. Down here where you get the one URL, the one place to put it, you get this. And once you have an account here, oops. I'm sorry guys, once you have an account here, you'll be able to add links all the time. And you can do this on your phone or your computer. I like that. So you can add links when you're on your phone or on your desktop or laptop, and it shows you when you're on the computer what it's going to look like on your phone over here. It gives you this like little visual, and then you just add a new button like that. Boom, same thing on your phone. You just paste your URL in here and you give it a title. You can name it anything you want. Like you see here, this is my Posh Closet. I called it We're on Posh. You can name it anything you want. It is a free tool. They do have a paid version. I don't really think anybody needs to be paying for that out of their pocket. The free version gives you plenty of perks that nobody really needs to be paying for the pro version. You do have a limit. I'm not sure what it is. I don't offhand know how many links you're allowed to have in your tree when you're using the free version, but when you reach it, it will let you know, and you can just remove one or two to put new ones in. So it's that easy. You can do it on your phone, you can do it here once you've signed up, and you put this link here, so when you're editing your bio on Instagram, you'll put this link. They'll give you the link. It should just be like your name after that, and then this is what your tree will look like. It looks a little bit different on the phone, more like this, but it shows everybody everything. So you get one link to use, people click the one link, and voila! There's more than one now, and they can go to any of these off of your Instagram account. So I would say Linktree is something that everyone needs to have. If you don't have it, please go get it and utilize it. Okay, so I covered the 4 slides that I had and talked about engaging with other businesses, how to be seen, how to get more eyeballs, how to curate content, how to share other people's stuff. We talked about sales on Instagram and how important your hashtags are and using those, and then I showed you Linktree. I believe I've covered everything I want to talk about. If there's anything that I haven't covered that you have a question about or you want to know about, feel free to ask me in the comments below and I will get you the answer. If I have the answer, if I don't, I will go find the answer for you. If you want me to clarify or go into further detail about anything I've already talked about, you can also let me know that in the comments and I will do that for you. And if there's anything that I missed or was incorrect about, or you have a differing opinion, go ahead and leave that down below too. We're all here to learn from each other. We're all here to talk about social media. So feel free to ask any questions, leave any comments down below. If this video was helpful to you or you were able to learn anything from it, let me know by smashing that like button. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.